New Nuggets signing. This has Denver fans fired up. The Denver Nuggets this week announced that they would be signing Tamar Bates to a two-way contract for the upcoming NBA season. Amy Sutherland here for Nuggets Digest. Before we talk all things Tamar Bates and his signing, please hit the subscribe button. About 86% of you are watching these videos without being subscribed. Hit the subscribe button and join our Nuggets Digest community. So this week, the Nuggets came out after the draft and said that they would be signing undrafted free agent Tamar Bates to a two-way contract for the upcoming season. The Nuggets, as we know, were very quiet in this year's draft. They did not have any draft picks, and they did not trade to have any draft picks. That means that the Nuggets were left with only the option to sign undrafted free agents. Tamar Bates, being one of these, was signed to a two-way contract for the upcoming season. His contract will begin for Summer League, and he will be playing on the Denver Nuggets Summer League team. This news is both great for the Denver Nuggets and has some Nuggets fans in a whirlwind. I want to talk to you about why this has Nuggets fans in a whirlwind and why this could be a potentially great signing for the Denver Nuggets. So first, let's talk about why this is concerning for some Denver Nuggets fans. Ben Handler points out in his article that this first post-draft move disappointedly has ownership's fingerprints all over it. Josh Kroenke, the Denver Nuggets governor / son of the owner / president of the Nuggets organization, is a alumni of Mizzou, Missouri. He has been accused before of playing favorites because of the Michael Porter Jr. deal that was given to Michael Porter Jr. and re-signing of Michael Porter Jr. on a very high contract. Many Nuggets fans have accused Josh Kroenke of not wanting to get rid of Michael Porter Jr. because of the ties that his family has with Missouri, where Michael Porter Jr. is from and played college basketball. That is why Ben Handler points out that this looks and appears and has every ounce of appearance that Josh Kroenke played a role in this signing, which Ben Handler goes on to point out that the Nuggets were hoping to change their front office by adding Ben Tenzer and John Wallace to trade for a more united front office that is capable of making decisions to surround Nikola Jokić with great talent. Well, the first trade seems to show that Josh Kroenke is still playing a huge role in the Denver Nuggets organization, helping them make decisions, maybe imposing his will upon the co-vice presidents. It's, as Ben Handler points out here, he says, this is all about the principle. This is supposed to be a new era for the Nuggets and a new front office that will think differently and capitalize on margins. But this first transaction seems straight out of the old playbook, right down to the Missouri connection. I am a bit disappointed to see this signing just because of these connections with Missouri. That all being said, this trade or this signing doesn't seem to be a negative one because Tamar Bates has the potential to be a great player for the Denver Nuggets. Let's break down a little bit of his college career and his potential with the Denver Nuggets. So, Tamar Bates played 2 seasons at Mizzou. Before that, he played 2 seasons at Indiana. He played 4 seasons in college. In my opinion, this is great for a player coming in on a 2-way contract into the NBA. Most players that come into the NBA on 2-way contracts have played multiple years in college, because the players that are stars usually play 1 to 2 seasons in college and move into the NBA as soon as they can. That being said, my belief is that players that need more development should spend that time in college playing at the college level before moving into the G League and 2-way contracts with NBA teams. Peyton Watson is a great example of where I believe he could have benefited from more years of college experience. He came in to play for the Denver Nuggets on only 1 season of college experience and has struggled to find his place in the NBA on the Denver Nuggets organization. He could have benefited with at least 1 more year in college, in my opinion. Let me know if your opinion is different on that. I just think that players that aren't going to come into the NBA and be stars, spend more time in college, develop your game a little bit more, come into the NBA a little bit more ready. So that all being said, Tamar Bates almost had a 40, 50, 90 season last season. This means that he shot 50% from the field, 40% from the three-point range, and 90% from the free throw line. He was about 0.8 off on the three-point percentage. He shot 39.2%. That being said, these percentages are great. He has the capability in college to be a shooter that is formidable, that he can be a scary shooter. That being said, most players on two-way contracts will come into the game into NBA games in garbage time, not have much of a chance to prove. But needing three-point shooting is a weakness that the Denver Nuggets have. Michael Porter Jr. fills that role. He can, when he's injured, Tamar Bates could step up. When he's not having a great game, Tamar Bates could have the opportunity, and having a high percentage of shots go in gives him a great chance of being able to put those in the NBA. Obviously, the NBA is much different than the college game, but shooting that great of a percentage in college means that maybe his percentages will come down just a little bit, still making him a very great shooter in the NBA. Let's talk about another statistic of Tamar Bates. Obviously, a lot of his percentages don't jump off the page as this article states, but he led the entire NCAA in free throw percentage. Again, great news. This means that he can slow himself down, he can focus, which is, as I've mentioned, Peyton Watson, he struggles with slowing himself down. This is a great testament that he will be able to calm his mind, to be able to focus. Free throws are where a player can truly show that they are going to use that to their advantage, to be able to calm themselves. He only was shooting 3.9 3-point attempts in the game. Not too much volume that he was getting up. He can definitely increase that in the G League, but he definitely has the potential to be a great shooter. Some of the cons that people are saying about Tamar Bates is that he lacks decision-making capabilities. This is scary, but combined with Nikola Jokić, does somebody really need to be an elite decision maker? No, and yes, Nikola Jokić can definitely make up the difference, but it would be ideal to be a great decision maker. A lot of the things that I read about Tamar Bates said that he just would hold the ball too much. He would project his passes and his shots with his eyes, making it easy for other teams to steal the ball from him. A lot of people compared Tamar Bates to Isaiah Joe of the Oklahoma City Thunder and to Will Barton, a Nuggets legend that we love. He obviously has a lot of length. He is only 6'3", almost 6'4", but he does have a 6'10" wingspan. His length would be able to help the Nuggets bench find more ways to get steals on the defensive end and be an aggressive bench defense. So, Tamar Bates, this signing, Nuggets fans in a whirlwind about this Josh Kroenke connection, but the potential that Tamar Bates has to be a great addition to the Denver Nuggets G League team and to the Denver Nuggets end of the bench, in my opinion, outweighs the concern that we could have about the Josh Kroenke-Mizzou connection. Let me know what you think about this Tamar Bates signing and if you're excited to see him in Summer League and in the G League and potentially in some NBA games. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and until next time, go Nuggets.